Hey guys, I hope that you're doing well. Just thought I'd jump over here on this platform and see what was going on with you all. Welcome back. If you are returning back, my name is Shannon Hensley out of Kansas City, Missouri, USA Central Standard Time. It is 3:57, and today is the Friday. What is today's day? I just said it on the Instagram reading. Whatever it is, it's hold on. I like to give the date when I'm on the channel, the 11th. Did I say it was the 13th earlier? It's Friday the 11th. I'm going to have to go back on that Instagram. I was looking at a clock. And you know what? I talked about looking at the clock last time, and something screwy was with one of the devices that I was messing with. But anyway, today is the 11th. It's Friday the 11th, and I hope that you're doing well. And as you can tell, that the table looks better. I'm still in the same hotel room, and it really is me. Here's my box just to show you all that I normally have on the table and stuff like that. But I got sick of looking at this room, and so I just rearranged it, and so it looks better for you all. So anyway, we're going to do this. Y'all are my third reading. I just did an Instagram reading, and oh my gosh, God was all over that thing. And if that don't make you shake, literally, I don't know how people can't have any fear of God inside of them, but he ain't messing around, man. He's just not going to mess around with some people. And so if you are new, I'm not religious, but I know who my God is, and God ain't religious. He's spirit, and he says those who worship him in spirit and in truth. And his life is on the inside, breathing in your lungs, and you could be desolate with that and taking his name in vain in the things that you do, or you are worshiping him in his truth. And he says his word is his truth. And keeping commandment with God is very important because it's a life and death situation. It really, really is. I love Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. People call him many different names. He's got many different names to describe himself, like I always say. It is a tetragrammaton. People pronounce it differently. I just pronounce it Yehovah. There's a video down below that I think it's down below in the description box. It should be able to show you what his name looks like in the tarot, and what it means for you to be on in the inside of his name or the outside of his name. Is very scary to be on the outside of his name. So, but if you're righteous, he says that you'll run into his name. He is a strong tower, and the righteous will run into it and be safe. And there's a lot of people that's dealing with a lot of devastation in the earth realm right now because of lack of knowledge, not wanting to face truth, make things right, pursue peace. And so we're seeing a lot of natural disasters for being lawless, like I talked about in the Instagram reading. It's very vital that people get over themselves, get out of their pride, and lay your stupid nonsense down, folks, and get a real life. The true life. It's vital. It's very vital for you to do it, but that's your choice if you don't want to. Let's get started here. Most High God, what do you want to bring out here? So we have the Empress in the reverse. This is somebody sets up in a position, thinks that they can do whatever they want in their position, or somebody's lost their value here in a really bad freaking way, because the Empress is still the Empress. At one time, this person had a chance or did set in a place with value, and they don't. This could be somebody it could be your mother, it could be a grandparent, it could be a female boss, it could be a loss of a pregnancy, it could be a bad mother. This would be a bad mother here. This person could have many children, but they're a bad mother. Could be somebody just gets pregnant and just has the welfare checks come into her as well. If they're not, this person's a very superficial individual. If they are, if they're cute on the outside, then that's it. It's as far as it goes with this person. There is no beauty from within in the reverse of this energy. This is a lost cause. And if they do set somewhere, they're a lost cause, in whatever title that they are. So that's a shameful individual to come out that way. And Seven of Cups on her at the bottom of the deck, which is a confusing energy around her. She's done something that's been very confusing. Somebody could have very many suitors as a Seven of Cups. Like I said, if this person just is on welfare for the checks and stuff like that, she uses her looks or something like that. Somebody lost their value here. They chose incorrectly. This is a card. If you choose it, you're gonna pay for it. If it's the wrong cup, because there's different things in each cups, and this person got death matters around it, secrets. They could work for the FBI, setting up in a great big place as well. The 8th house goes back. This very transformative, secretive stuff, money, sex, property with the 8th house with the death card here. The ocean goes back to the 8th house, a sea of people. And again, all that devastation and stuff that has been out here. The Queen of Swords at the top of the deck. Okay, well, this Queen of Swords in this deck shows somebody lost their freaking mind. If this is a confusion card, then you're dealing with somebody who's lost their freaking mind in the negative of this energy. Or somebody sets up in a place. If this is a wife, then they try to control their headship somewhere. That's a Jezebel out here. It's Jezebel out here. You're in error there. Ace of Cups. It's about being receptive here. We're going to see what's going on with this energy. Okay. 4 Pentacles in the reverse. Typically that's coming out of some type of grudges. If this person's leaving the earth because they won't, and God did put death sentences. Even this last week, he said live or die. You got 24 hours. Some people have died just even natural causes, and natural disasters have come and stuff, and we've had good people also go out into eternity as well. So I'm not saying in a certain way, but I know what God just said. He said plagues are coming in the Instagram reading. If that don't shake you, I don't know what to tell people anymore. You're just gonna have to find out for yourself, because there was a big sigh and a disaster coming. It was all over the place. You can't deny what God showed in that reading. And so it's important for you to go actually watch it. It's in the community section of this channel. It's about being receptive out here. And somebody is going to be receptive, but they're in the reverse. Then somebody's a liar out here with that energy that way. 9 of Wands. Somebody's wounded out here. That's also a mental illness card as well. The Moon. Secrets are out here, but somebody's secret's actually out. There's something really big about your family, or the mother is out here really big because the moon goes back that, or something about nighttime is fixing to come out here with the situation. This word goes to setting something in its place, or setting just, and this is a 4 Pentacles energy with that, just sitting there. If somebody has been sitting here with grudges, and it's going to cost them in a very emotional type of a way in something out here, and then something's gone too freaking far on some situation out here. But somebody thinks they're going to try to set somebody in their place on something, and you're doing something, some type of, your motive is off, because that's off, that'd be off here with that in the reverse. That way you're in error somewhere. There's been greed out here. If somebody did something to their mother or their mother-in-law, thought they're going to set somebody in their place on something very much emotional, then is out here around something going on with the situation. There's a bunch of money around some. Again, greed is out here. Strength card. If the Strength card's in the reverse, it can have a meaning of a maladministration. It just shows it there anyway. Somebody sets up in a place they think there's something. Very much there's deception out here around something going on. At work. Okay, well, those of you who are affiliated with my Sha'a Gates, Daughter of Zion, you can type it in. I did not share the combination readings last night with this platform, but there was a whole business company that came out, and there's some nasty business going on in that business. And there is something going on at work, because every time I read here, on this platform, the work situations also come out, and there was nothing but filthy, dirty sex. There was all kinds of nasty stuff. Somebody's got a sex disease that's unto death out here as well, because it ended up coming out in one of those readings after the fact of that initial reading. I don't remember which combination reading it was, but it was a great big freaking reading. Let's take this deck and clarify some stuff. Show me this Empress. Something about your wife at work, stepping out, doing something. There's been a pregnancy here. The G and the L and the T is out here. Show me this Empress, Most High. Three of Pentacles. Well, that came out on one of the readings last night in the reverse, and that, which means for a lot of y'all, somebody has conspired to work against another person on purpose for something, either to hide a pregnancy or to hide something that they did with your money, or this. For a lot of y'all, this is a business and a marital situation. In the Instagram reading, there was energies there where somebody told somebody they were single and they're married. And there's murder there attached in that reading. And King of Swords is also here at the bottom of it. Real sharp energy with the King and Queen of Swords showing itself. But anyway, whoever's who in a situation, Three of Pentacles, there's third parties out here attached to something. Some outside party is attached to something that's very emotional. It's been very deceptive. Somebody's been laying down, hunting, and chasing after somebody on some nonsense. And if somebody thinks that I'm gonna open up now. Because again, typically the Four of Pentacles in the reverse it'll take you back to Three Pentacles. If I wanted to look at it that way, or it's like getting out of this grudge mode and opening up. But the moon goes to deception because you don't see everything. You have to really use your intuition because there were secrets everywhere, but somebody's secret's out, or because something's come out, some stupid's out here still doing some nonsense because I sit somewhere, I'm gonna do it. You're fixing to get punched by God. Pregnant or not pregnant, you got a death sentence on you. You got a freaking demon. Demons were all over. It came out in wording and in picture. Demons were everywhere. This person has conspired with other people to do some nonsense out here. Show me more information. They're plagued, and you better run from this individual. You know, they are plagued. They're mental. They're going to go to jail for something because there was the scales of God were all over that read. There's contracts out here, which there's Four Pentacles are there, so it's just being broken up. Somebody's stuck around. I think the word contracts came out in that reading as well for what they worked on in a deception, and what they've been holding on to. Whoever the person is in your little circle, but they're going to go to jail. This goes back to conceptions and stuff as well. There's the Tower. Somebody does know something on Tower, and somebody's fixing to get a bad destruction. God would not messing around that reading. You're fixing to get a bad freaking black eye from God. The full. Well, the Tower showed itself all day today. It was on my other YouTube platform as well. So this is definitely a destruction on somebody. And somebody's fixing to get cut by God. There's danger somewhere. For those of you who don't give a rip about God, you're under a danger. Show me that Four Pentacles, and you won't make something right. People are going to look for you, and they ain't going to be able to find you anymore because God's going to wipe you out off the planet for something, whoever this person thinks that they are. A bad family betrayal came out in that reading, so your soulmates are here, and so it's coming out crossing. Some people may come back, they may not. They're in limbo about it, I guess, for some people's cases. It's up to you. There's messages here. There's dragons flying around a person, and their little messages, and dragons there's whoredom somewhere. It was all over that reading yesterday. It's so, anyway, so the past, King of Cups, the High Priestess, you are going to have to really listen to your intuition on this nonsense going on. And then the King of Cups. It is safe for somebody to love for other cases that I talked about in that reading, and somebody got a nutcase filth bag around it. There's something secretive that's attached to two people. It's safe for them to love, I guess. It's some nutcase. It's just some crazy. It's done something. There's a medical situation, secret medical situations happened as well. It came out in that reading as well. This is a death of a person, death of an idea. It's a premeditation, something with your soulmates or the past here. And somebody's in nostalgia all the time. I guess that's so. This is really have to use your intuition, but there's a word out here that goes to dig in a pit. But God said you dig a pit for somebody, you'll be the one that falls in it. Because he said there's plagues coming to somebody. Queen of Swords again. Well, the Queen of Swords, the queens all showed up yesterday in those readings, and two queens directly, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I think those were the two, or I don't remember which two queens it was, but two queens came out in the reverse. And in the hidden space, there was a female co-worker involved in some nonsense going on with the situation. If the Queen of Swords is upright, she can tell it like it is, and that's a matter of fact. I don't give a rip who you are, what you said. If you're in a lie, you're in a freaking lie, and I'll set you in your freaking place. If somebody just think they're going to set somebody in their place because they jealous or whatever the crap has taken place, they've went too far in something. They got gel on them. Somebody does. Somebody freaking does. They've lost their freaking mind. Your ex could be out here. There's two people out here in about the past that's got some type of death or premeditation or something medical that was around something that was secretive. That's went on inside of a house or behind some type of closed doors or something here. There could have been something connected with some type of a hunting or camping trip. The High Priestess can represent either a house or a tent-like energy. But something deceptive has been out here. And then there's children. There are children out here attached to something, or somebody uses your kids. Your ex uses your kids for some stuff to do some nonsense out here. There was a group of people that were trying to get some type of advice because God said something's spreading. But it's going to be plagues that are also spreading for the wicked. We're in tribulation. The tribulation rune came out today on my first reading. And God had me read on this platform the other day, Matthew 24. And before that first initial hurricane hit, God spoke to my spirit and said, natural disasters are on their way. And by God, it's here. We are dealing with tribulous things, but that's why it's important for you to keep the ways of God, because a lot of people are going to be dying here. Okay. Had excrement come out, and some people got plagues in sicknesses, can't get their bowels in order, I guess. I don't know. There's plagues coming, folks, because of what this idiot has done. Or whatever this crap is with somebody sets out some type of stupid place. Show me the moon. Very spiritual what you and I do to bring natural disasters. We live in a supernatural world, and until people understand, you'll stop your nonsense. This coming out crossing for the moon. It's coming out here on secrets because the moon also go back to secrets. But if for some of you all, you really have to use your intuition with this. It's around something physical, and it's pages supposed to bring good news. And if it's in the reverse, you can't trust them. Because somebody, again, is showing, I want to put this down here. I want you to open up to me and be receptive. But there's secrets out here on this individual. It sets in some type of place. There's plots out here. Somebody's stuck there at a crossroad on something that's going on out here. Well, you won't be soon. God's fixing to give you that tower, and you're fixing to go down to the pit that you dug for somebody else. Show me that page. Another page. It's fishy. 10 of Pentacles and the truth. Well, the truth's already out. God just said, he said it in wording in the Instagram reading, and the truth was there. The other deck that I used, it showed it out of the sheath, and the chain was broken. And so whatever they're trying to do, this is a worker of iniquity that we're looking at. They're never getting out of something that they've tried to do. They're never going to. They can go, I don't care what their title is. God's got a timing on this ditch, whoever the person is, whoever the piece of nutcase is. Some type of an apology is out here. It's very much emotional. And those of you who are going to be truthful and stuff, and, you know, good for you. But people who are not, they're under a judgment of God. There is a bunch of money that has been around some stuff, and somebody secretly knows what that is or what it was, and they've done something in the past and did a bad family betrayal in a situation here. There are secrets out here on this communication. There's the Four of Pentacles. They're greedy. You're going to be forced. The sun goes. So I did that reading where those two queens come out in the reverse, and the word pride came out twice in that same reading. The sun was there, and the sun represents pride and conceit and ego in the negative. But the sun and the moon was just in the Instagram reading, and the sickle came out, and that word in the Hebraic language represents a cut. And there's something very significant going on tonight with God, and because you ain't in the loop, you ain't in the loop, and you won't understand nothing because you don't keep the word of God. She holds the word of God, and the secret's with the righteous. And God said, you can keep my ways, you'll get cut out. And the sickle was there, and that word goes to cut. And there's something there's a high Sabbath. There's a high Sabbath going on right now. When sun goes down and the moon comes up, and there's danger to some people spiritually out here, folks. There just really is. Okay? You just go and play your little games all you want. Somebody also probably bows to molten images, and that's why they're crazy, because God said you get a lot of confusion for that nonsense, because the word the other direction in the pictograph goes to a molten image. But there's danger out here. Your kids could also be in danger. You're playing some stupid game out here. It's going to get you killed. It's going to get you killed. Greed is the root of evil. We're never going to have to deal with this individual anymore once God flips their world upside down. It'll be a positive outcome for God's people because God said so. Show me all this hidden energy out here. The snake. Okay, there's no hope for this individual. That they are seductive. They're trying to seduce something. They're acting. The star energy. This person could be very well known. That's all they're a snake. They're fixing to get their head bruised by God. They're in the hidden space. We're not moved by you, filth bag. Look, there's the moon again. And it came out that same way, which means in the reverse, the secret's out. God's telling it. Somebody's clear of something here. The clouds in the reverse, I could read it a couple of different ways. The clouds are going to be moved away, but this is like confusion and stuff. But somebody's not confused about what's going on because secret's out about the snake. Or you're going to know, you're going to have some high intuition here with this High Priestess card coming out. This is like high volume sacred knowledge from within, and if you got it, you got it. And this person's got hidden intent. It's out here really bad hidden intentions with that snake, because the Fox card goes back to hidden intentions. There's secret communications going on with the letter, things that have been recorded and documented and signed out here with the letter card. And this piece of nutcase is another devil card. Somebody's freak. Somebody's a freak. That's why they're going to die. They're a demon. God said that they had demons. They're a nymph. They're a nymph. They're perverted and everything else. So we have canines out here. And we all know about the doggy dog spiritually. And they're unclean. And that word unclean came out yesterday. They're unclean. They're unclean. They're rejected by God Almighty. Pick through my hands, Most High God. God said there was a bribe coming last night when I was reading that's going to curse you. This person, who cares? So what? They're cute. They're nasty. They're unclean. So a body of water. Okay, well, the Ace of Cups is out here, and the rune came out, which represents water, and we just seen that death card there as well. And we're dealing with all the natural disasters, like I said, going on. A rulership and knowledge. The person, there is somebody sets up in a place out here. Okay, yeah, I have the word Empress written up on here. So, anyways, the person's backwards. They got knowledge of something going on out here, but they a demon. They know, or people gonna know what this person is. This somebody says, look, you couldn't make it up if you wanted. God just picked through my hands. A maladministration, like I said, this person's gonna be known for what they really are. They're an imposter. The mobile store. Okay, you can work for a mobile store, but I spoke about on the channel. I'm talking to a person just directly on my channel that I'm dealing with some stuff that's done some unethical things to me, where my even phone is concerned, to think that they could just take my phone number from me, and you can still call that phone, at least you could a couple days ago, and they're a criminal. And that I've already changed all my stuff, like all the connections that I had with that number. But the person that uses that number, they stripped me of that. I woke up one day, as I talked about, if you're in a hotel, God kept bringing out a couple of days in advance when I would read on the channel wires and cords and twisting and fibers and stuff like that. And I talked about twice now. I have had my mobile cord plugged into the Wi-Fi in the hotel, and I've had two cords that have been messed with by somebody's got some type of military connection to get up in here and do something, and they've literally shut those cords down. They were brand new cords, but they did something with my phone, because after that my phone number was gone. I couldn't get it no more. And I already knew what was going on with the person. You are going to jail for everything that you've done to me and other people as well. And I called my old phone number the other day, or whenever it was, last month, or whenever it was, when all this stuff was going on. And I left them a message. I told them they were going to go to jail when I got done with them, whatever I said to them. They used my phone number for an old Facebook account that they're an imposter with me on there. And I've told why I know that and all the details with that. This person, they can just do whatever they want, setting up in some type of a place and prey upon people's life. And they have used people in authority and had sex with them to get access to stuff as well. And the person's filthy, dirty, demonic, and they got a sex disease unto death. Something is complex going on. Look, oh my God, you can make it up. They got like Shandarabahaya. Jehovah, speak on today. Cut the head of the serpent off. A fishing or a hunting trip is out here. Like I said, the high priest, it was coming through my spirit that way. Something about 1 week ago, something's taken place with something by water on this hunting fishing trip. Some of y'all got something very complex out here with some type of a rulership, just for general energy. This stuff goes on just all over the place. Probably boundaries are out here. Well, somebody's married somewhere and they're saying they're not, or they did that just to get in somewhere, and somebody thinks that, oh, you're my person, and they ain't. They're an imposter. Lies. The angels are helping a construction worker, a worker. Something is very sensitive going on. And the word something round is connected to something, or children tripping around, or there's some type of celebration. And the word skip energy. Okay, well, if you got like something recorded is here, like a CD. and music and things like that. And maybe there's a scratch on it, something skips for some, I don't know. I'm just saying whatever could be coming out with this card with the words. You put the words where good, or something around as a tire, you dry, I don't know. Whatever. Increase in promotion. Well, 10 of Pentacles is out here. Somebody's freaking greedy for other people's things out here. Says they've held back something in a safe that belongs to you. We already know it. That's just right here. They've been stashing it back and everything else. It don't belong to them. Exposed. Like I said, well, the moon's in the reverse, folks. And this little cute little Nasty is disgusting and needs to be beaten up. Let's see how cute she is after some fists go into her freaking face for doing some nonsense out here. Your title gets you nowhere. You'll get beat up behind the jail cell. Pride comes before destruction. That's why we keep seeing that tower. They are very puffed up in their pride because they don't have the spirit of the living God. So, pride, look at me. It comes right before a destruction. And like I said in the Instagram reading, gotta lay low nations. He don't give a rip about pride. He don't give a rip about that. You never hear God say, I'm proud of anything. You hear him say, I'm well pleased at something. He hates pride. Secrets around, well, the secrets are out. There are secrets out here really big today, but somebody crazy out here, and they're exposed. This is a magic rune, and again, somebody bows them golden images. That's why they're a nutcase out here. The CH, the Q, and the X is out here, and this is eternity because there's death matters. There's bloodshed somewhere. This is, and God's gonna kill some stupid ditch out here, thinking that they can just go up in here and be some type of piece of nutcase on people's lives. Jumping on people's laps. I need to get in this person's house. Let me give you some sex and just give me their key to the maintenance person. Or, oh, I need to go to the mobile store. As long as I give you some sex, I need some access to this person's phone number because I've acted like I was something on a platform and I got to strip that number from them and act like it's whatever. This is nonsense out here. Talk about complicated. It's filth. There's a radical change going to take place, and it's death, it's eternity out here, but it's also a success that's going to take place as well. This is the letter Y. It represents the year, and this is the year of the vengeance of God Almighty. And plagues are coming, and they're not going to stop until the wicked are removed out of the way. Shalom. If you could help in any way, shape, or form with a rescue team, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. I know I can be found. And you can help with shelter or food needs. And this is how you get a hold of me. It's down below in the description box. If you have any information on my situation, you need to find some people to go with you and try to find some upright authority figures somewhere so that the wicked ones can be uprooted out of their way. May upright authority figures be placed in those places because God's the one that plants and uproots. And may the people rejoice because we got upright people to do right things. We don't want this filth bag here, whoever that is. They're already sitting in some places, what God says, and they're maladministration. And they're nothing but a liar. It's nasty business out here in the hidden space. Shalom.